We have an incredibly exciting day planned with over 300 people registered, and most of you are here, and over 40 speakers. We especially want to thank our steering committee and additional supporters whose names, headshots, and bios are all listed in the program. They have been meeting literally weekly for several months and worked tirelessly to ensure the success of this symposium. We also want to thank the following companies who have generously sponsored the meeting and without whom we would simply not have this event. Our gold sponsors are Acumen Analytics, IPS, JB&B, I'm JB&B, and Nancy J. Kelly and Associates. Tactics is a bronze sponsor, and our breakfast and lunch sponsors are Lyra Consulting Structural Engineers, Meyer Architecture and Interiors, and Triumvirate Environmental. And our lanyard sponsor is Saxony Development. We are also very grateful to our association partners for helping to promote this meeting. So in 2018, Nancy Kelly and I launched a 501c3 company known as Builds Bio Plus. And we did it over dinner at the New York City Union League Club. So this is especially meaningful to me because I'm a ULC member in New York and now get to share this event with all of you here. New York City Built Bio Plus was specifically designed to increase the visibility of life sciences in New York City and to serve as a clearinghouse for information about and to provide assistance with growing, building, and locating life science companies in New York City. After 4 years of operation, 2 of which were during the pandemic, we have created a vibrant community of life science, academic, finance, design, and real estate professionals, hosted thousands of individuals at our events and educational programs, and written incredibly important and groundbreaking papers and reports. Today, the New York City life science market is growing by leaps and bounds, with over 10 subclusters forming and millions of square feet of laboratory space under development. Last year, Nancy and I expanded our coverage to include the greater New York City metro area, which included New York City, Southern Connecticut, and New Jersey. And so today, we are now rolling in Philadelphia. The reason this is important is because the life science corridor really runs from Boston to the Research Triangle in North Carolina. It is the largest concentration of life science activity and professionals literally in the world. This corridor is the future of life sciences. And Philly is the beating heart in the center of this corridor, leading the country in cell and gene therapy research funding and creating some of the most innovative therapies in the world. In order to grow and to remain unrivaled leadership in this field, we must connect our communities from Boston to Connecticut, to New York, to New Jersey, Philadelphia, all the way down to Raleigh-Durham. This will increase awareness both inside and outside the life science industry and its important role that it's playing in improving human health, stabilizing the climate, and not to mention the simple and massive economic engine that this industry drives as well. So once again, welcome. We hope you enjoy this inaugural symposium. As always, for those of you who've attended these in the past, it is now my pleasure to introduce my partner in crime, my co-founder, the executive director for Builds Bio Plus, as well as the founding and managing partner for Nancy J. Kelly and Associates, Miss Nancy J. Kelly.
Wow, wow, wow. This is exceeding my wildest expectations. So thank you everyone for coming out this morning and being with us. As Mitch said, we have an outstanding day, just jam-packed with information about the development of life sciences in Philadelphia, with over 40 experts speaking about both life science and real estate here. And throughout the day, we'll be really exploring the progress and potential that Philly has to fuel the growth of the life science corridor that Mitch was just talking about. Symposium will consist of 3 keynote speakers and 7 panel discussions, each moderated by a Philadelphia leader. We start out with a keynote address giving an overview of what's happened in the life science industry in Philadelphia, called The Future of Innovation, founded on an illustrious past. We then drill down on this innovation, starting, of course, with the science, exploring the recent and next generation technologies that are emerging from Philly institutions, driven by increasing NIH funding levels. The panel also will explore how science can differentiate Philadelphia from the other major life science hubs like Boston, the greater New York metro area, and San Francisco. Next, we will examine the unprecedented growth in venture capital, investment in the Philadelphia region, with a panel of venture capitalists talking about what is fueling the increase in funding and where the money's going. And they are followed by a panel of incubators and accelerators who will talk about how they are taking that innovation and that money and using it to build companies and create jobs, and of course expand the life science footprint here in Philadelphia. And then we're going to hear the second keynote of the day, given by Eric Hattrell of Spark Therapeutics, a company that has really experienced the full life cycle of a life science company, from startup to IPO to FDA approval for therapeutics to acquisition by a major pharma company. And he'll be followed by a panel of executives from mid-sized companies talking about their products, their companies, their journey, and the life science environments that they're operating in. After a break for lunch, research experts and brokers will talk about how Philadelphia stacks up against other markets and the size of the market here. And then this will be followed by an examination of some of the leading life science real estate developments that are being undertaken in the city right now, from the Philadelphia city center, the outer city limits, and the suburban market. And finally, the chamber and the city will close the day with a panel discussion of opportunities and challenges for the Philadelphia market and how to keep this growth moving forward. And then we will close with a third and final keynote given by a scientist on the front lines of the revolutionary new technologies that are being developed in Philadelphia.